It was almost 90 every day, Adam. Thank you so much. Around 42 million Americans hit the road for Memorial Day weekend, with traffic being one of the many concerns on the roadways. Chad Banner is from Southeast Pennsylvania. He made his way to Indiana for the Indy 500 on Sunday. From a traveler's perspective, Banner says using technology to his advantage was the biggest help, other than the nice weather. He had another 5-hour drive back home, but said that the stops through the Ohio Valley along the way brought good food, music, and fun.
And speaking of travel, it appears gas prices held pretty steady over this long weekend. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular is now at $3.58, up 4 cents from a week ago, and $4.61 this time last year. Thankful for that. In Ohio, the average is $3.48 a gallon, about the same as last week. And here in the Mountain State, we're averaging $3.40 a gallon, only a cent higher than a week ago. And here in Ohio County, our average fuel price currently sits at $3.30.
As summer weather approaches, many people are eager to get into the water, and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources wants everybody to practice boating safety. First and foremost, you are to wear a life jacket. Of the 17 boating deaths last year, ODNR says 14 victims were not wearing one properly. You should also carry all required safety gear and inspect the equipment for holes, tears, and other damage. Make a float plan. Someone on shore should always know the trip itinerary, passengers, and boat type. Be aware of weather and water conditions, and make sure to check the forecast before you head out. Remember, operating a boat while under the influence is not only illegal, but it is also very dangerous. Always designate a sober skipper.
Even though Memorial Day is over, it's still important to remember the sacrifices of our veterans. Without our brave fallen heroes, we wouldn't have the privilege of living in the country we know and love today.
There's no one who feels that loss more than our Gold Star family. 7 News anchor Catherine Guyon met one of them in Moundsville as they remember their son.
Gold Star family is a title they never wanted, but they now have. So many of those families have taken devastating losses of their loved ones and turned them into a way to help our veterans and communities. The Schilling family from Marshall County is one of them, and all they ask is that you continue to say their son's name.
Heath Bradley Schilling, never forget who he was. Honor him.
As you drive through Moundsville, you'll see his name forever memorialized above Route 2. It's a name that represents a life well lived, but cut too short.
He graduated from John Marshall, and he was in baseball and football and track, and yeah, he was a good kid. He was. He had lots of friends.
After high school, Heath joined the Navy.
My husband joined the Navy, and he retired, and my son wanted to follow in his footsteps.
Heath Bradley Schilling was killed in a motorcycle accident while on active duty in Virginia in 2001. His mother says he was more than 3 years into a promising Navy career, being named Junior Sailor of the Quarter and possibly a candidate for the SEALs. She was proud of her son and still is. Rose remembers him always through her work with the West Virginia Gold Star Mothers.
And all the Gold Star mothers try to honor each other and take care of each other so that our children are remembered. We donate things to the veteran centers, and we are with the Black Diamond Girl Scouts, and we distribute Girl Scout cookies to our veterans, and we help out with utility bills, and we bought a refrigerator and a water tank because one of the guys didn't have water for 2 years.
The West Virginia Gold Star Mothers also plant memorial orchards as a lasting symbol within communities, each tree bearing the name of their son or daughter who was lost.
When people go to visit the orchard, they know that those are for our children. And when the orchard produces, they will give back to the community.
Their losses are great, and their impacts on the community through service may be even greater. But the Gold Star mothers, fathers, and families ask for only one thing: the best way, they say, to honor their sacrifice.
Just say their names. That's all we ask for. Say their names so they won't be forgotten.
Heath Bradley Schilling. We will certainly say his name. The Schilling family says they are one of about 55 Gold Star families across West Virginia. Reporting for 7 News, I'm Catherine Guyon, working for you.